Welcome to our retirement, folks. Is that screen all right? We aren't getting cloudy, are we? Not better?
What have you done?
Oh, just like the camera lens. Well, folks, you won't believe what I did yesterday. We got all the lunch ready for Mick and Jane, didn't we?
Yep.
Got all the table prepared. I'll show you it now. Just some nibbles to go at. We're not doing a fancy curry today. We're doing chips, sausage, beans. What are they? Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
And a Christmas pudding, believe it or not, to finish off with.
Yeah.
But she's vegan, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're more or less all ready, aren't we, Pat?
More or less. Well, we've got to start cooking, right? But
Well, it ain't cooked,
no.
but it's a bit early yet. And then what happened?
We sat here.
We sat here and they didn't come.
Well, we paced.
Paced up and down.
Yeah.
And then I got a text from Jane saying,
And I had just put the sausage in the oven.
"Where are you? Is anything wrong?" I said, "We're sitting here waiting for you."
She says, oh, we're sitting here waiting for you.
So I checked the texts. The texts. Oh, it is hard to say that. Don't you think it's hard to say texts? Texts. One text, fine, but
Yeah.
texts. Anyway, I went back along the string of texts that I'd arranged for this meet-up, and I'd got it wrong. We were supposed to be going to their house. So we had to abandon everything.
Yep.
And ring an Uber. Oh, what happened? There was a wind, wasn't there, and it's blown trees down on railway lines. And trains weren't running. Well, could I get a taxi? Could I, heck? Which meant I had to take the car. I had to get the car out. And that meant I couldn't have a drink. Really boring.
Not having a drink.
Yeah.
No.
So we eventually got over to Mick and Jane's at turn 1 o'clock, I think.
Yeah. I thought something was wrong when they weren't here just after 12. I thought, wonder if they've walked it instead of taken the bus. And they've just sort of got waylaid with looking at things. Mick and Jane look at things on the way out. Don't they?
Yeah, they're really boring.
They're not, but now don't say that. You know that's not true.
If I want to say it's boring, I will.
He's not saying that Mick and Jane are boring. He's saying that looking at things can be boring.
Well, yeah.
Because you've looked at
never
them
get
many
anywhere.
times before. And
It's the walk that's interesting.
Morning.
Morning.
So I left Alethea to tidy the table away, and I just took sausage out of the oven. It had only been in about 4 minutes or so. And when Tracy got home, she had some chips and the corn vegan sausage, and we threw the other sausage away, the meat one, didn't we?
Didn't.
So we'll be having chips and what have you this morning.
I peeled all potatoes.
He did, and chopped all the chips
And
up.
chopped all the chips.
All his work.
All for nothing.
Well, we'll use them today, won't we? For
Yeah.
lunch. Tracy said she'd have beans for a breakfast.
So my brain just keeps getting worse. And what will I do next?
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah. Apparently the trains were very disrupted because they couldn't get into Leeds station.
yeah, it
That's
got
Leeds
as far as Headingley, and everybody had to get off and make their own way into Leeds.
Oh, that were the
Colleague of Tracy's.
yeah, that
comes
were the
from
Harrogate
Harrogate.
one, wasn't it?
She comes from Harrogate every day to work in the court in Leeds.
I think she only works.
Don't she work every
She
day?
don't work every day. I don't think she works Thursday.
That's the lady that bought
Yeah, bought me some
what did she buy?
She got me
some things. Oh, clothes.
trousers and a top
Yeah, when we had Smash. And
and some little bobby socks,
yeah.
which I am now wearing.
Yeah, somebody says them boots that you bought were called go-go boots.
Ah, yeah.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Does
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
go-go boots.
I haven't heard of that. Go-go boots.
Yeah. Go-go boots. Yeah. I think I want I think I once bought some later on in years. Some white ones. Or I got them from a charity shop. Something like that. I used to do a lot of charity shop shopping then. Didn't we?
I once bought a cavalry twill jacket from a charity shop in Lincoln. Yeah, it was a beautiful jacket. Yeah, and that I was thinking of that. I can't get words together, can I? Absolutely hopeless. Cashmere clad was the words in a poem
Oh,
that
yes.
I wrote.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
cavalry tweed. Not cavalry tweed.
No.
Cashmere
Cashmere
clad.
clad.
The coat I bought, the jacket I bought was cavalry tweed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't that Scottish?
Well, tweed. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? I think that's the...
We're always posing your questions, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, cavalry tweed.
Yeah.
Well, skirts, the kilts are made out of different weaves of tweed, are they? Different weaves.
Tweed.
Wefts, weaves.
Tweed. I don't
Tweed.
know. I don't know enough about...
No, we're not up on that sort of thing, are we?
No, you reminded me of something. I was just stuff to not
Poised
stay
to say
in my
something.
head. I was gonna, it's gone again.
It's gone again.
If you don't get it out instantly, it's gone. Well,
Yeah, can we, can't it?
yeah. I don't know. We did used to go in charity shops.
Oh, yes, we did.
In them
Lots
days.
of times, yeah. Well, from getting out at army, really, we frequented charity shops, didn't we?
Yeah, when you can't believe it really. When we come out at army, we didn't have a cooker. And we were cooking on fire, on an open fire, weren't
Yeah,
we? Cooking,
in dining kitchen.
blackening all these pans on an open fire, cooking.
Yeah, it were either that or fish and chips.
And it was such a big thing to go out and buy a cooker, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I won't
yeah.
do
Well, I
it
think
on
they were
credit.
about £60 some, weren't
But
they?
to save
And
up to buy one.
when we bought that one of ours, that gas cooker, because you'd not only to buy the cooker, you'd to have it fitted, hadn't you, for the gas?
Yeah,
Get a plumber in to
yeah,
fit
you
it
did, yeah.
as well.
Mm.
So I think we were a good 3 weeks or so.
What as short as that? I thought, oh.
Well, it didn't seem.
Mind you, it'd be you live without a cooker for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it seems a long time.
Yeah, I mean, would they have been little? You know, like we used.
No,
What?
there were not
Not like that.
well, if there were, we never thought about
Never
it.
thought about it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think there were anyway. Them little gas rings.
When we got out at army, we bought a house, a back to back, on a dead end street, a cobbled street that had a wall at the end of it.
Yeah, so you could only go in one way
Yeah,
and come out same way.
yeah, and it was £999
Yeah,
for this house
we're on rental purchase,
on rental purchase.
which meant that you were paying the amount off every week when you paid your rent, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it wasn't like a complicated mortgage.
No.
It was just, I suppose they put the interest on it or something,
Yeah.
and then you paid your so much every week off of it. And
It was £3, wasn't it?
Yeah, £3 a week it was, and it'd go down.
Well, you weren't earning much, were you, when...
I was earning, well, when I come out, I think I was earning £22 a week. £22 a week.
And we had little jars. Gas, electric.
And put all this money in little, well, it was a tin. It was a tin with little compartments in it. And we put the rent in one compartment, the gas in another, and the electric in another, and the rates in another.
What were the rates then?
Yeah, the what? Yeah, and the water rates was always separate to the rates. You paid separate for your water.
What was it? Were we in the bus for... I know we were in there...
From 70 to 74.
Is that all?
Yeah, 4 years.
No, it must have been longer than that.
No, it wasn't. We bought here, this place, in 1974.
Right. I'm just thinking that...
It took us nearly a year to get it into something like...
So we
something
could
we could
open it.
live in it and open the gallery.
Yeah.
And we opened the gallery in 75.
It was just... I remember at that time our Pamela were living with us in Butts and she were only 14.
Oh yeah, that period.
But we were still living in the Butts when she got married to Johnny and bought that house round corner. And I'm thinking 14, 15, 16. Oh, maybe, yeah, because she was only young when she married Johnny, wasn't she?
Yeah, but I think she
18,
was at your grandma's
17,
when
18.
I don't remember Johnny ever coming to our house.
No, they lived in that, you know, the Butts were sort of ran this way along the street, and then there were a street went down.
Yeah.
And then there were a street next to that.
Yeah, they had a house there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, She was married to Johnny
Then, yes, you are. We were
But-
still in Butts.
We were still in Butts.
Yeah. But we keep saying Butts. It was the name of the street. It was
Yeah.
called Butts View.
Yeah,
That's why we keep saying Butts.
yeah, but it were off a Hall Lane and
The Butts, but it was a Hall Lane.
yeah, so yeah, we lived in that for 4 years.
4 years. Yeah, we
according to
did.
you. Right,
Yeah.
right. And we were looking for another property,
Oh,
weren't we?
we used to go for walks
Oh,
in
yes.
country,
Yeah,
and we'd see these derelict houses, and we'd say, "Oh, look at that! Love to live there." You know. And in them days, a derelict house wasn't like they are now.
oh
Where
no,
the hundreds of thousands of pounds now. Where a derelict house in them days, you could get them really cheap and
You could
work
get-
work on them.
an old railway line and
A railway
for
station.
about 7,000.
Yeah, you could. You could literally buy an old railway station for £7,000. It was incredible. And then it got to be fashionable, and then like everything else, when everybody else jumps on bandwagon, it all goes pear.
Yeah, all went up,
Pear-shaped.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
What about? Have you heard anything about? I mean, I don't know how many of our subscribers are still van lifers, because we've lost a lot of subscribers since we stopped touring in the van. But have any of you lot who are still following us, who are van lifers, have you heard anything about this pay by mile thing that the government are proposing to introduce? Do you know anything about it? Is this another
Is it another?
another problem, another wall that the government are putting in the way of van life people? Yeah. I don't know if you've heard.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're saying that not only have the government lobbed off the winter fuel allowance, but they're going to put it up by an enormous amount.
What fuel?
Yeah, electricity
my
and
God.
gas. Yeah, it's going to go up by I don't know what percentage.
Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, people like us and Mick and Jane, you're just teetering, you're managing with what you get, but it's just takes you that little bit over being able to apply for certain things, doesn't it? Government.
Well,
I mean, we had a little bit of savings, didn't we? And that took us over the edge. Then.
if you save in this country,
Yeah,
it eliminates you from a lot of benefits. But let's face it, the country's bankrupt.
yeah.
I mean, they're spending more than we're earning.
Oh, aye.
So,
Yeah.
you know, people apply for this, apply for that. Blooming heck. Won't be long before they won't be able to pay us as pension. Did that ever happen to anybody? Did it happen to Greece some years ago? That
Yeah, there was
the
somewhere,
government
wasn't
couldn't
there?
pay pensioners the pension. People had no money
I think
at
it
all.
was.
I think it was, wasn't it Greece?
I think it
There
was.
was some
Yeah.
financial upheaval in Europe, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can imagine that happening.
Oh, dear.
On
That.
a cheerful note,
Oh, yeah.
thought I'd come and cheer you up with.
Oh. Disasters. Oh.
I love finding old films on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched Cary Grant, not Cary Grant, Robert Mitchum.
Oh, Robert Mitchum.
Robert Mitchum and Shirley MacLaine.
Oh,
In
yeah.
an old black and white
I
film.
like Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah. She was stunning then. She was really young, she was beautiful. Yeah. I didn't know the film. And I was looking at the comments when I'd finished watching the film, and a lot of people had never seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you find some really obscure films on YouTube.
Right. Well, what you were watching one when I came to bed last night, and that were an unusual film, wasn't it?
I don't know
True
the name of
story.
it was a true story about a woman in America, in New York. When would it have been? I don't know what period. In the 1990s, I think
Yeah.
it was. And
Yeah.
she was a writer, and she'd written a couple of biographies, and she was known but not well known. And she'd dried up. She
Well, the publisher didn't want any more
didn't want any more biographies.
obscure biographies of these people that she was.
And she wasn't paying her rent. She was drinking, and she come up with this scheme. Actually, I don't quite know exactly what she did, but she forged letters from famous people,
She had.
and took them to these antiquarian bookshops that buy them, and she was flogging them as originals
Yeah.
to these antiquarian bookshops to make money.
Yeah.
But she eventually got caught.
Yeah. That FBI.
Yeah,
Of people.
yeah. It was a true story.
Yeah.
She didn't get locked up. She got
3 years
so many things.
probation and 6 months house arrest or something, where she could only go to work or
And she
to
had
a
to
charity.
Go to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah. Which what pub, I think.
Which she called in for a whiskey on the way. Yeah.
Yeah, it were a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 I think eventually, because she to be sort of under house arrest, she started her own. I think she actually
Wrote a biography, her own biography,
which was this film.
Yeah, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Because it were all about what she was, what she did to survive.
Yeah.
And presumably that would have been published,
Yeah.
that book.
Yeah. It were her name, wasn't it? I can't remember.
No, I can't remember her name actually. It was a funny name.
Yeah, it was. Three barrel,
Yeah.
I think it was, wasn't it?
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, it was an interesting film.
When I watch it on my own, I put headphones in so I can hear it better.
Yeah.
But with us watching it together, I didn't.
No,
So I missed
he misses
quite
bits.
a bit of dialogue, you know.
Yeah.
So that was our escapade yesterday.
Yeah.
And today?
Today, I don't know what we're going to do. Anyway, we're
We're
22 minutes.
Yeah,
and
we're done.
15.
We're done. Stop.
We haven't. I'm just saying we
Yeah.
need to wind down.
Well, that's it. I've just said we're done. And that's it.
He's a darling. Yeah, so whatever we get up to today, as long as it ain't boring, we'll let you know tomorrow.
It will be boring. See ya. Bye.
Bye.